Hello, home care agency owners. Welton over here. Got a great question from one of our client who is a home care agency owner. Is wondering whether he needs to focus much on Yelp at all. And Yelp really does depend. Most likely, the families typically, if you're looking for a home care agency, they most likely would go on Google first and they might type in home care agency near me, those type of keywords. Typically, they don't start off going on Yelp. Typically, okay? And of course, Yelp is a little bit more on the West Coast, a little more famous on the West Coast, but majority folks use Yelp for home, not for home care. They do use it more for restaurants and home services. However, this is the biggest however, this is where I would suggest you to still have to focus a little more on Yelp as well. Because as they're researching on Google, eventually they narrow down to, that's a couple of home care agencies. What they might do is start doing a little bit deep dive research. Typically would be Googling their brand name, right? And what they might do is go on their website, but typically you will see that Yelp also do show up on here, right? So if they do go on there, if you got quite a bit of negative reviews on here or not much information on here, right? Most likely they might not call you. And what you might also see is, right, not loving this, Yelp does show other competitors of yours nearby. So that's why if you don't have good standing on here, good reviews, you don't upload photos, you don't have descriptions, obviously you gotta claim this, then, right, it's a most likely once they land here, they might not call you, okay? So just to answer this question here is, you really don't need to focus a whole lot of effort on Yelp for home care agencies, but you gotta make sure you have good reviews because eventually they might, right, land on your Yelp directory page if you don't have much good reviews or you got a couple negative reviews that you never taken care of, then they might just bounce off and call one of your competitors. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.